What's good with you though?
Chilling.
Been moving around for a minute, doing your numbers and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot coming out in a minute. Like you was just like, yo, I got this, I got that.
About
to work on that.
You
For
gotta
real,
lock down
yo.
all four corners. How you doing, babe? You gotta lock down all four corners. You know what I mean?
Nah, you right.
You can't let people come in. Any cracks you leave open, that's where
Word.
they slip in at.
And you been moving with Loaded for a minute now and all that.
I have my own little thing going on now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have a web series I'm working on.
Oh, nice. Like acting type shit?
Yeah, like I used to be in a girl group called Coyote Ugly back
Oh,
in the
nice.
late 90s, early 2000s, and it's a book / web series about why they didn't make it. It's a lot of messy stories in there.
Can I be like one of the messy guys in this?
I don't know. You might be in it. This is real talk. This is facts.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's a lot of stories in there that's worth reading, and it's a lot of jewels in there too for like a lot of females coming up in the game, so they won't make the same mistakes. And like a lot of lessons that we learn, and a lot of shit that I learned, like to get me where I'm at now as a solo artist. But yeah, it's Coyote Ugly the group. Why they didn't make it? So it's like Rockefeller shit in there, heavy on the Rockefeller. It's a lot of shit in
Rockefeller?
there. Heavy on the Rockefeller.
Might get that call from Dame Dash during the show. Let's not, you know what I mean? Let's not get too crazy. You know, Dame is real emotional with it. Like, what you mean, Rockefeller?
No, not me. But I mean, like that's the space that we were in. That's what we were pushing. Our manager was with Rockefeller Films. The chick that was in our group she was the oldest one in the group. I was her ghostwriter. She was a groupie. We didn't know. So she had a lot of connects, but we didn't know because she was sleeping her way through the industry. So I was like 14. We were babies. Like literally when the World Trade Center shit happened in 9/11, I was 14. What club was that we was in? Club Halo? We had bottles in Club Halo. You
about to get the owner fined.
Nah, yo, but like
arrested.
Nah, like real talk.
Like we was 14, but what was the club?
Nah,
like,
because
he like no.
Yo,
like,
you remember before 9/11, New York didn't ID you when you went into the club. If you looked good and you looked like you played the part, they would just like assume and let you in. But after that 9/11 shit, that's when they start pulling out the ID, scanning shit. You gotta be real. So like. We was on that scene, but we didn't know we was getting in because she was fucking her way through the industry. I mean, so a lot of
drop a name for us?
I wouldn't need. She's a mad. But a lot of shit that happened for us went downhill because she was using her pussy and we didn't know. You know what I mean? So it's like.
Do you think that's the number one way? I mean, you think that's the number one thing not to do when you're trying to?
Definitely the number one.
It never pays off.
You can't do it. It's like I don't care how good you think your pussy is. When they get it, that's all they're going to do is seclude you to just pussy. You're going to go in the studio. You're going to want to record. They're going to want to fuck. You're going to go to the movie set. You're going to want to act. They're going to want to fuck. It doesn't matter what you want to do. They're going to want to fuck. It's going to all boil down to that. So at the end of the day, you got to just push through it. Let your talent speak for itself. You know what I mean?
Nah, word. So, I mean, because it's a lot of young girls out here nowadays, and they listening to shit like, you know, what's the girl name? I'm a hoe and I'm admitting it. Yeah. Shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's what's bumping. So
let me tell you something. Ain't no once upon a time. If you was a hoe, you a hoe. You know what I mean? You a hoe.
Yeah,
once upon a they're gonna bring that up. Like, oh, you was a hoe, you could be a hoe now. Like, I haven't heard anything and no shade. Because that's what it is. You're going to make songs like that. That's how people are going to view it. They're going to put you in that box.
I don't think that was a good song to make.
No.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Listen, I've never, I make songs where I literally talk about what's happened to me or a perspective of a story that I know of somebody. Yeah, so it's like it's always truth coming from somewhere, no matter where the truth is coming from. You can't deny truth. So it's like at the end of the day, you just got to respect it, and that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Word. So you got any pointers for because you said Coyote Ugly, why they didn't make it? What's some rules that you got for the female artists coming up?
Don't fuck your way to the top, period. You can't do it.
What about the whack ass female rappers that all they talk about is shoes, bags, but they look good? Like what is the switch to them?
Let me tell you, it's a small window for that. If you're willing and if you have the access to the money to go through even those crazy surgeries to make your body look cartoonish to the point where it's like, it just looks unreal where you can sell that. There's not a big market for that. A lot of people don't have those funds when they grinding in the rap game. You can't do that unless somebody's gonna invest that in you because they know they're gonna get that back, and you willing to downgrade yourself to that level where you don't care. You just want to sell body. Some people are just in it for the money. I respect that. You in it for whatever you in it for, but everybody doesn't have that access, and everybody, they don't want that. They want to be heard. So if you're not willing to play yourself, you don't have access to those funds, don't do it. Because once you put that out there, that's how you're going to be viewed, and that's the only lane that you're going to have. So if you really want to be known for your lyric, keep spitting. Like, people will open up their eyes and their ears sooner or later because, like, the truth can't be denied.
Yeah, well, speaking of the truth, you got a project you're about to drop. Yeah. And all that. Yeah. That's a part of your own entity and all that, right?
Yeah, so with Bad Bunny Entertainment or whatever, newwinorders.com is the website. The Bad Bunny merchandise will be up extremely soon. I dropped a mixtape about 3 years ago called Can I Talk My Shit? In between that, I just dropped the EP called New Win Order. That's like, because Can I Talk My Shit was me just talking shit, being that cocky bitch from Harlem, letting them know, like, this is what it is. But, like, the EP in between, like, New Win Order was me, like, taking you in my living room, telling you about my life, like, letting you know, like, this is what I had to go through to get here. Like, know what I mean? And it's like, this next project is Can I Talk My Shit 2, the re-up. So this is me getting back to that. Like, yeah, I did this. I had to grind. It was hard. Yeah, but now I'm on this level. This is what I'm doing. I'm back talking my shit. So, bitches, I'm coming for the crown. Move over. This is what it is right now. I mean, so I'm talking my shit. And when I talk my shit, the hustlers love it when I talk my shit.
Nah, word.
Pretty bitches love it when I talk my shit.
Back from that Hustle Hard freestyle.
Yeah.
You was going in.
Oh,
Yeah. I be looking for that video. I'm like, what the fuck, Detail?
Listen, I don't know. I asked Detail to take down one video.
Nigga took them all down.
It was like super inappropriate because when you're artist, you don't have no direction. You don't really, you're not mindful of what you putting up or whatever. So you just do shit. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know how he took it, but maybe he just like took down everything. But that's still the homie. He was at my EP release.
Shout out
he
to
always
Hustle,
shows support.
Hustle.
It is what it is.
Word. That's what's up, yo. You've been grinding for a long time. So when you first started running with Lux and all that on the battle scene, did you ever have thoughts of possibly taking a match? Because the girls is doing it too now.
Nah, listen, when I was in my girl group, Coyote Ugly, one of the chicks, like, she was from Jersey or whatever, she used to always put me out there. Like, we used to be in Harlem. It used to be a cypher in the corner. She used to be like, yo, my girl, when I rap, because I used to have bars. Like, my inspiration used to be from, like, the Freestyle Fridays. So I used to always have punchlines, those kind of bars. Yeah. She's always thrown me in those ciphers, and I get stuck in that shit. Like, so I was, like, in that range or whatever. But I never thought of being a battle rapper. And, like, me and Rogue, my sister that's over there, we used to go to the gym. We was going to the gym in the Bronx at the time because we didn't want to, like, mingle. We was trying to get the body together. You don't want to see people from your borough go all the way to the Bronx. We kept seeing Lux, and she like, yo, this is battle rapper. And I'm like, I don't know him. But she like, yo, he battle. I'm like, I don't really know too much about battle rap. She kept, like, trying to, like, get me into it. But then he stopped me, and he was, like, trying to sell me a Lions Den DVD. And I'm like, I don't really...
At the gym?
Nah, like on 125th at this point. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't really, like, I'm not really, I don't really know too much about that. But he like, nah, I got something better. I got this battle coming up, and I really think you could be part of it. It's funny, because Mook...
Yeah, because you was a part of that whole...
No, I had just met Mook in Harlem. Mook rolled up some regular Harlem shit, trying to holler at a bitch and stuff. And then, like... It didn't go that route. We end up like just chilling in the studio, and he was working on a battle. He was supposed to be battling Lux, but I didn't know Lux until I ran into him on 125th.
Oh wow!
So Mook was just on the phone talking about that same battle. Then I get up with Lux, and Lux puts me in the battle as the funeral chick. So I get paid for it. It's a gig. It's a
so
gig.
They already had this set up before they even had the battle, because remember he battled. Who he did that? Are you gonna get? Was that Iron Solomon that?
No,
he did. I'm gonna get this work
prior
too?
to Calico. I'm not even familiar with it. Like, I didn't, Calico's from Detroit.
Yeah, it was the Calico dude.
But prior to Calico, I didn't even like. I caught like a J Mills battle, but I wasn't up on like the battle rap shit. So you know, I ran into Lux, and he like it clicked. Like this probably the same shit that Moose talking about, because he said he's like preparing for battle. I know he was like, you know, the same shit.
Yeah.
But I figured. So we went to the battle. It's a gig. I get paid for it. They
You
buy
had
the
the
outfit.
tombstone
I'm
and
like,
all that
yeah, I'm just
word,
gonna
like-
be regular shit. Diddy runs by, bam. I'm like, oh, Diddy in the house, whatever. Whole bunch of cops. I see him like, this is a big event.
Yeah.
So they was all putting their money on Mook. You know, like he threw the 10,000 to T-Rex. He was promoting Mook. But me being firsthand on the stage, my first time getting to see that and just seeing how like Lux broke it down that night. I don't know what he was doing before that, but that night, the shit that he did and the way Calico face was and how I seen a nigga from Detroit about to cry on stage, I knew something happened right there. And then I went on Twitter and like, yo, this night is crazy. Like, this is about to be crazy.
Did you think that line was gonna go viral like it did?
I knew something happened. But Diddy ended up was promoting like Mook so hard. Shout out to them because they do what they do. But just being up there, I knew something happened. I knew it was something. And when, you know, Smack take a minute to release the battles. When he finally released that shit, it did it. It went viral. Like,
you gonna get this work? That shit was like.
Felt like it was something, and I knew something, and it was so crazy. Like just like the energy. Like I'm just a funeral girl. I didn't think I had any part in that. Like Lux killed that shit, but I used to be coming from Harlem, coming back home, and people used to be like in the trances, like, yo, you gonna get this work?
Yeah, word.
Like, yo, you was the funeral girl.
Yeah,
like,
word, cause
yo,
you was
like,
right there.
The
Like
high, the high off
that
of
shit was reposted
so
everywhere. You just
like,
right there. Like you gonna get this work.
Like all my homeboys, all that, like that shit was. I didn't even think like I was a part of that the way I was, but like the love was crazy, and he changed battle rap history forever. So I'm happy to be a part of like.
Yeah, it was more like a, you know, the props started coming in and all.
Yeah,
that.
like a historic part of hip hop. Like he changed battle rap forever. So shout out to him. Shout out to Lux. Like getting my feet wet, because I've been around a lot of people in the game, but he's like the first person to really be like, yo, like put me in the forefront. Like. Let her work. Like, it's up to me after that, but it's like he's the first person to put me out there. You know what I mean?
Nice. So when you gonna start shooting this web series? You got a date?
Oh, so the book is done.
Okay.
The book will first come out on Amazon, and so I'm in talks now with my videographer about the whole web series, because we have to break that down. But the book in itself, it's like when you read the Hunger Games, and it's so much better than the movie. It's like that kind of shit. It's like, because it's like reading from a diary.
Yeah.
It's from my point of view, and God bless the girls, because like I even hit up Rogue, and she has her own perspective. And every girl, there were a lot of us in a group. There was like me and maybe like 5 other girls. Everybody has their own perspective. So like, make no mistake, this book is only coming from my perspective. So
I was gonna ask you that too.
Yeah, so this story has like so many angles to it, so much potential to grow, so much like backlash that's gonna come out.
I was
so
about to
many
ask you
people
that.
are about to say, like, so it's my perspective, it's my experience, what I experienced, how I looked at it through. From that, like,
is gonna be a lot of people salty after this?
Listen,
it's gonna be like one of those Prodigy.
There's a
books
girl who was in our group, right? So she was one of the rappers. She was like one of the last ones standing, and when there was only 3 of us left, and she got back in touch with me after I did the battle with Lux, when I started getting like a little bit of buzz from that shit or whatever. So she's promoting me. She was like cool with Trey. I put me on her page and shit like that. So like my sister Rogue hit me like, yo, you know, like this chick's still rapping. She sent me the link, like, look at it. So I'm like, oh, she's still rapping. I'm hyped. Like maybe we could do like a little reunion. Let me see what's up. Nah. My first time ever, I click on this link. She's spitting my whole entire rhyme, verse for verse, ad lib for ad lib.
Nah, you lying.
Out in Philly to the cameras, like, yo, you ready?
You lying, that ass.
And she just started going. So I put it on Twitter, like, yo,
tried to take over the world.
you don't say it.
Crazy shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to confess, or I'm gonna go off on it. And then she started sweating, like, nah, yo, like, what you talking about? Like, yo, you know, I was still like winter, like what you start DMing me, going crazy, like, and then I just put it out there, like, and she was embarrassed. She deleted her account.
Yo, how did she not figure you was not gonna stumble upon that?
I didn't even guess it. You know what was so weird? Because our problem in the group was everybody had their own style. Like, she was laid back. She was from North Jersey, South Philly. She had like the laid back like Jay. She was obsessed with Jay's swag. Like Rogue was bringing like the sexy underground shit. The other chick was cool like Eve. I was hardcore. Everybody had their own swag. I used to go the hardest because I was the hungriest. I was the only one with a kid. Like I had the most hunger because I really wanted this shit so bad. So I got the most attention because of my hunger. So everybody took it as the attention's on her, it's not on us. Why are we doing this? You know what I mean? So it was everybody against me, and I wasn't against everybody. I felt like everybody was talented in their own way. Yeah. So the group broke down in that way. Like everybody went there because everybody felt like they wasn't getting that recognition, especially her. And it was so dope because like she was fucking Chinese and black, and the other chick was Vietnamese, and you got this black chick over here, this Cuban chick. Like it was a mesh of greatness, and it just couldn't work because egos and everything else, and it was crazy. So like,
I can't wait on that book.
Yeah, the book
/ web series. I'm trying to audition now. You dig?
I feel so bad to name names, but it is what it is. Like,
yo, they fuck around and be listening in like you about to get DM'd in a minute. Like,
no, but I like
that's my word. If I'm in that book,
the only chick that was like really on that whole shit was like the leader of the group that I was ghostwriting for, the Vietnamese chick who. All right, she had.
Where's she at now? Not saying her name.
No.
Is she somewhere?
She is. What happened is, like I told you, she was using pussy. God bless her, but I'm just speaking fact. She didn't know how to rap. She wanted to rap, so I was ghostwriting for her. But she had a heavy, thick accent. She came from Canada, but she was originally from Vietnam, and she wanted to rap, so I was writing her raps, and you couldn't understand what she was saying. It wasn't good. But since she had the studio set up in Jersey City, you know, like she would record the stuff. So at the end of the day, we told her like, just be Diddy, scream all over the tracks, do that, like you know, and let us do the raps, and you still record. You could be like maybe like the Spinderella of the group and stuff like that.
DJ
she didn't want that so
bad
so she wouldn't fuck our manager that was trying to fuck all of us, and we was young, like 17, 18. I just wasn't with it. The other chick from Jersey, she was into that threesome or that industry shit. Even though I had like a baby, I was still like one dude chick. Like I wasn't into all that. But what the fuck was that?
And you kind of was on your rapping shit.
Yeah,
like why do I
gotta? To rap. I didn't feel like
why do I gotta?
Do that.
Why we going?
And I'm like, what is this? So what he did was he was a producer for BET at the time, and we broke up as a group because of her ego. He said, look, I'm gonna put you on beat. She just literally bought an iPad and some Apple equipment. He said, I'm gonna put you on the basement as a DJ. What you do with that, that's what it is. He put her on the basement. He introduced her as DJ by her name.
Oh, that was on the basement one time?
And after that, they've been booking her as a DJ, and she's been successful as that. And shout out to her, but that's how it happened.
Well, damn, she ain't have to slam that many people.
Nah, but she been since back in the, like we used to do shit like you know, like I grew up. I was a baby growing up on like Onyx and shit like that. So when I would get in the studio and get to meet people like Fedro, Sticky Fingers, I'd be like, oh man, like damn. Yeah. Then I would find out like why this nigga acting shady, because this bitch is fucking him and giving him whack pussy at that. And having him going off, like, you know what I mean? And it would be like,
before we go on the break, when was the first time you actually realized, like, yo, this bitch is swindling her way to the top? Like,
it was an industry party with Mobb Deep and Havoc. She said Havoc was sending us over some beats, and when we got to the studio in Jersey City, Havoc was there, and then we weren't allowed to stay because she wanted to have her like her own night with Havoc or whatever. And it was like, all right, I see where this is going. And it was like we weren't allowed to use the tracks that we had because her relationship with Havoc or whatever producer it would be at the time. So that's when we realized, like,
talking to the mic, yeah.
That's when we realized, like, that's what was happening. Like at one point, I was up. You know how you have your little teenage crush. Mm-hmm. And I had a crush on a rapper at a time. My first rapper crush, I could say it like that.
Who was it, Grand Poobah?
No,
I was fucking with you.
he was very heavy on Rockefeller. It was like Jay's like
Memphis Bleak. I be saying name.
So.
Okay, we're not gonna say names.
So I'm like, I never expected to meet this guy at all. I was young and she was like 19. So we go to like our managers Rockefeller Films again. Like Chris and Eve had a album release party, first album release party at the bowling lanes in Chelsea. So I meet him. And then, like, while I'm talking to him, he tells me, like, oh, you're really pretty. We exchange numbers. And I'm just still, like, you know, like, I'm going crazy. Like, oh, my God, I didn't think I would meet this guy or whatever. Yeah. Blah, blah, like that. Fast forward. She did her own search on him with her credit card online and actually sent a packet to his house. Wow. With our music and her information, all kind of stuff like that. Like, this girl was crazy.
She was trying to cut throat heavy. God damn.
Like, and so it would come back to you like that in that sense. Like, damn. Like, you can't do shit. This bitch pussy is everywhere. Like,
you know what's so crazy? That sounds like a good web series. Because, you know, usually these web series are like, you know, fictional. It's just something they come up with. But this is something that's good.
Nah,
and I want to see next week
on the
with more drama.
Like, I would be at, like, all right, because, like, you
that's
know.
That's some good shit.
You know now, like, they got.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, some they going to be like, yo, what she going to reveal next week?
Like, now they got Instagram and they got Twitter and they got all that. Before, everybody didn't have a laptop. Everybody didn't have a computer. Yeah. So if you had a laptop, you was bowling. And if you could be on alltheparties.com and all that, you had the upper hand where you knew all the industry joints was at and all that. Yeah. She put me on to all those websites and stuff when everybody didn't have access to that. So that's how we was getting into all those joints and stuff like that. Like, mind you, our producer found her on Black Planet. You remember Black Planet? Like, and Omen's from Harlem. Yeah. And he used to work with, like, Jay Mills and niggas like that and stuff like that. He brought us in a couple of times, tried to get us to do, like, little vocals on his project and stuff like that. But he blew up with Young Money. And it's like, if you coming from Black Planet, you already know what it is. But it's like she had the insight because she had the computer when people didn't have laptops. And we would go to, like, all the parties and find out the inside industry joint. And I would just be hyped to be in there because I wanted to feel the energy from the music. Like, I was rapping to everybody. Like, my producer would pull me up to a chair and have me rap for, like, Fab or do shit like that, Clue. And I would be hyped for that kind of shit. But she was in there, like, just thinking, like, the pussy was going to get it where it needs to go. And so when we would even, like, backtrack and meet up with these people in the future, they would be like, oh, you whatever her name, I almost said the bitch name. You know, such and such? Nah. Like, nah. Like, like,
yeah, you know, it never ends in a good way because once you stop the supply, it's like, oh, I can't do nothing for you no more. Like,
yeah,
you know
but it's like, damn, before you even know, like, you relate yourself to that, shit is crazy. Because they're like, oh, like, yeah, I know. Like, oh, you know, oh, nah.
Well, let's get into some music.
Let's do it.
Let's get into some winter music on that note.
Let's do it.
From all the shade and craziness going on in the world. We're going to come back. You already know BBA Radio. So you, it's winter now. You dropped the Santiago and all that.
Yeah, because people were just saying winter. It was winter, but people were like, yo, winter. And I'm like, oh, it sounds kind of good. Let's do it.
So he just ran with it like, no more Spanish shit. I'm not Spanish no more. Straight winter.
Nah, let's do it.
Okay, all right. So before we get up out of here, let's throw on a quick beat, fire. Okay. Let's hear that fire.
Something like.
Cause you know you be on your ball shit.
Right about now.
Oh, that's that fire right there. I like that one, fire. It's a nice little pick. Yeah. Yeah. I know. That sound like I was about to rap, but chill.
Yo. Bitches out here grimy, they be mad try. Ballers wanna show me what the pipe like. Got my money, I be on the mic like. Yo, I just wanna tell them what my life like. Don't trust hoes, want the fresh clothes. Grew up in the hood, told me not to talk to Popo. Up in Tremont while they bag it at the out show. All I knew was we was about to get the man Max though. Ayo, splashy, greasy, rest in peace, weedy. Corporate world want me, sorry the game need me. Too much on my plate, now it's time for them to feed me. Wonder why you can't get a grip, your crew's greasy.
Ooh. Okay. Light bars, okay.
Right.
Yo, let the people know where they can find you, where the music is at, what's about to come up, the EP you're about to drop, the mixtape, the web series, where to audition.
So So the website is newinorders.com. The Instagram is Who Is Winner. Snapchat, I Am Winner 1. And just like the website, newinorders.com, that's like the forefront for everything that's about to come. Bad Bunny gear. You'll see the web series first posted there. You'll see the link for the Can I Talk My Shit to the real.
It's gonna be crazy.
Me.
Got a lot of surprises on there.
It's mean.
Wow.
I surprised myself. Like
nice.
I didn't think Can I Talk My Shit 1 was like that. But yeah, I went in. I had time. I had a whole month that I took off because I don't know if you know. Like I was supposed to get casted for this VH1 show for Grand Hustle. Like T.I. is doing Grand Hustle like that Princess.
Oh,
but
okay.
for his, I made the semifinals, but I didn't make the final. So I was waiting. I was supposed to get flown out to Atlanta, and I made only the semifinals. So not like the whole entire episode and all kind of extra shit.
Okay.
Still like everything's a learning experience. In between that, like I had like a whole month to regroup after the EP because I expected to be in Atlanta, like going off at that time. I got that time to work on Can I Talk My Shit 2, the Rio. And I just like connected it to Can I Talk My Shit 1 and like the whole branding of the Bad Bunny, like with the image and everything like that, like to make it like real shit. And shout out to like everybody. Like I see everybody moving in the industry from like when I was growing up. Like a lot of people now they can sign people. They have like film companies and stuff from when I was younger. So like it's crazy. I'm excited to submit myself wherever I belong, so that I could like
a lot of people
up with
came
these
up type
people
shit.
and make this shit work. So I'm excited.
That's what's up. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Winner, you already know. Can I Talk My Shit 2 will be out soon.
Bad Bunny.
Ugly, what is it? Ugly Coyote? Why we didn't make it?
Coyote Ugly.
Coyote Ugly. Why we didn't make it?
Yeah, how they didn't make it and why.
How did it make it and why? That's going to be real interesting. If you see me in there, just know I got the plug.
You come up at the end because you're relevant. But that story, like if you want real, not no superhead shit. If you want the real shit, dude, it's crazy.
Oh, well, shit, I'm in the movie, and I ain't even got an audition. God damn it. So there you have it. You already know how. But, yo, Winner, we appreciate you coming through. You already know.
Yes.
BBA Radio. It's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your Friday, pregame Fridays. Yeah.
Yes.
Booker.